Hello, so welcome back to my channel. I have made the pattern for this particular dress, so if you've not watched it, please go and watch, subscribe and like. So the first thing I did was to make sure that the first front for this pattern, I added 1 inch to the upper part, because normally if you want to sew this dress, you should sew it in a folded way. You should cut it in a fold way. That is, this edge should be folded. But since I don't want to waste too much fabric, I cut it in two, one in lining and one on the main piece. So I make sure the lining is shorter than the main piece by 1 inch. So that being said, I'm going to sew it like that and set it aside. I'm going to take the second part, which is the second piece of the front part, and I'm going to sew it together like that, and I'll do the same on the lining part. Also, I'm going to take the back piece and then I will sew it together just the way I am putting it on the table. So I'm going to line it like that and sew it like that, doing the same to the lining as well. So after I was done sewing, the front looked like this and then the lining looked like this as well. So I'm going to place this together, right side together, and join it on the neckline. I'm going to sew it on the neckline and set it aside. So after I was done, I'll bring them together, which means I'm bringing the two fronts together. This is the first front. I'll sew it and then I went ahead to press it like that, and then I'll bring the other fronts after pressing and I'll start assembling them. I'm going to place the one that's going to be inside first, and then I'll place the one that's going to be outside second. And when I'm done with that, I'll just go ahead and pin it, leaving the lining of the one that's going to be inside. So if you follow through the way I'm pinning, you're going to get what I just said. And after I was done with this, I'll bring my back and then I'll attach the back the same way, and then I'll use the lining of the one that's going to be inside to turn everything together. If you're confused with everything I just said, just follow through what I did in this video step by step. You're going to get what I mean. So to achieve a clean finish, I need to leave the side of the back so that I will attach it to the side of the front, which is going to be like this. Meanwhile, since I've sewed the front, I would unpick it and bring this inside just to get it correctly, like get the placement correctly. That is why I sew it first. But if you know you're going to get it correctly, you can pin it, do it like that before you actually use the lining of the front to turn everything out. So now I'm going to take my down part, which is like my skirt part. I am going to like measure where my dart starts, which is like 3 to 3.5 inches, and after that I'm going to sew it straight down, and then I'll fold it inside and zigzag it all of those 3 inches, which is going to be like about 6 inches. Then when I was done, I'll find the middle part, and then I'll find the middle part of my front and then lay it onto each other and I'll sew. So there are a lot of steps that goes on this part. The first thing is to make sure this place is tidied up, and then I'll go ahead for the armhole, and the next thing is to add the strap, and the last thing I did is to add the eyelets for the back. But if we should take it step at a time, I'm going to go ahead and first add bony. Went ahead and create my bony space. When I was done, I unpicked from the top part, and I then wrapped some tape on the bony, and then I insert it inside those channel I created. So in total I create about four bony casing, and when I was done, I went ahead to making the armhole. So what I did on the armhole part was to first locate where I want my strap to be, which I want it to be directly at this edge. I went ahead and cut any bulky part so that it would be easy for my machine to go through it. When I was done, I went ahead to place my strap over it. Notice I'm placing the strap inside on the inner part of the front part. So I'm placing it there, and then I cut it in some triangle shape, or in like an angle shape, I don't know. So I did it like that, and then I just went ahead to cover it up with the front one. So I went ahead and adjust all my foldings, and then I went ahead to use pin and pin it down, leaving the lining part open. When I was done, I just used the little space I left on the waist side. I used that to turn it out and sew it. As soon as I was done with that part, I located where I want my strap to join the end, and then I'll just pin it in place. After I was done pinning it in place, you can go right ahead now and sew it, but I just want to put my eyelet first before I go and finish up the strap side. So when I was done, I just went ahead, measure the whole of the space I have left there, and then I use my eyelet to measure the space I want between them. I divide them by the number of eyelet I want, and then the space between them is what I'm just measuring, and then I'll just put this eyelet and do it off camera. So I've placed this one on it, use it to match the other eyelets, and then I'll just go ahead and do it off camera too. And that was it, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Please like, share and comment, and I'll be posting some nice videos soon. Please don't forget to subscribe, turn on your notification bell, and please give a nice comment. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in my next video.